Hello, I'm Jennifer Snyder for Blitsy. Today I'm creating a mixed media canvas and I'm going to be using some watercolor techniques without using watercolors. I'll be using distress inks instead. This is a fun technique and it shows the versatility of the distress inks. I'm starting off with 3 canvas boards sized 5 by 7 and I'm actually going to layer them together like a cross shape. I pulled out my distress inks and I'm going to blot them on my nonstick craft mat and add some water. You can see I'm just painting away with my paintbrush. It's that easy. I decided ahead of time that I wanted my composition to be flowing and light and breezy, so I chose some complementary blues and a green. These are Tim Holtz distress inks, like I mentioned, and I'm using peacock feathers, faded jeans, and peeled paint. The green is the peeled paint. I thought it added a nice pop of color in there. After I was done using my paintbrush, I went back in with my blending pad and dabbed a little more ink to darken it up and give it some more definition. My background is done. Now I'm going to create some texture on my canvas. So I took some cheesecloth and cut a little section off. And I'm dabbing it with my blending pad once again, and a little bit here and there. And I'm going to dry it with my heat tool. Now I'm to the point where I'm going to glue my canvases together. I'm using a strong glue. My glue of choice is Beacon's 3-in-1 for this type of project. I can really trust my Beacon's 3-in-1 to hold my canvas in place so that when it's hanging on a wall, my canvas isn't going to fall apart. Or when I give it as a gift, it's not going to fall apart, because that would be very bad. Now it's time to add the texture to the canvas, which is my custom colored cheesecloth. You might need to trim it up a little bit. Once you're satisfied, you can dab some glue, some more of the Beacons on the canvas, a dab here and a dab there. I'd like to add some additional texture to my canvas, so I grabbed some heavy gesso in white and my palette knife, and I'm going to add some heavy gesso to the canvas over the cheesecloth and right onto the blank canvas. There's no particular style, I'm just rubbing it on wherever I see fit. I think I need a bit more gesso up at the top of the canvas. I'm going to apply this rather thickly. Now, some of you may be wondering, why did I just put heavy gesso over my beautiful cheesecloth? Well, I'm going to re-add some cheesecloth. I'm taking some little strip pieces and adding it on top of the gesso. I think it adds a cool look. It adds some cool texture. That's why I did it. Okay, so now I'm going to use my soft matte gel medium and I'm going to add some beads to the canvas. I take my palette knife once again and I add a generous amount of the soft matte gel to the canvas here and there wherever I feel I'm going to add some beads. And then I sprinkle the beads with my fingertips onto the wet gel medium. Like I mentioned earlier, I want my canvas to flow. So I took a piece of ribbon, this is seam binding actually, and I'm gluing it on one side of the canvas. I'm going to twist it and glue it lightly across the canvas. You can take your fingertips and fluff it up till you're satisfied. Now it's time to embellish my canvas. I'm starting with 2 big anchor flowers, and I'm going to glue them onto the canvas. I'm trying to build a cluster and I need more than 2 anchor flowers, so I grabbed some small purple flowers and I'm going to use those as filler. Once I've decided that my cluster is pretty much done, I grabbed some die cut leaves and I'll tuck them into the cluster as well. I'm just gently bending the leaf tips. I'm taking my wood skewer and poking the leaves in place. I love my wood skewer. I have a couple quick finishing embellishments. I'm sticking some, these are floral berries, into the cluster as well. I'm using my Beacons because I need some strong glue to keep them in place. And I think I want a few more glass beads, so I adhered them with the clear gel medium. Last finishing touch, I'm adding some pearls around the canvas. Finished my canvas, I wanted to add a sentiment, so I typed one up, printed it off my computer, and now I'm going to give it some inking so that it blends in with the colors of my canvas. I'm cutting my sentiment into smaller sections so that I can apply it more easily to my canvas. My sentiment says, "When the world says give up, hope whispers, try it one more time." I love the sentiment. To adhere the words to the canvas, I'm taking my matte gel medium, I'm painting some of the medium onto the canvas, and then I'm painting some onto the paper words as well. Then I'll lay it gently onto the canvas. It really is that easy. Matte gel medium acts as a wonderful adhesive for beads and pearls and items of that nature. And looking at it, I decided to add some darker teal flowers to the cluster and add some more pop. And this is my finished canvas. This technique is just another way to use your distress inks and to get that nice flowing watercolor feel. It's always fun for me too to add some mixed media products to the canvas. I'm Jennifer Snyder for Blitsy. Stop by Blitsy every day to get your favorite products at discount prices. And thank you for watching.